very good afternoon to you, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tom Ryan, and on behalf of the vendors and the vendors' estate agents, I'd like to warmly welcome you here to the auction at 90 to 94 Bridge Road here in Richmond. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I was having a kick of the footy with a few mates of mine down at Yarra Park, which is just moments away, and I was thinking to myself, what can I talk about this asset? And I came to the final conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, and that is stick to what you know, because you can't kick a footy to save yourself, so stick to property. And that is what we have on offer for you, ladies and gentlemen, prime real estate, ladies and gentlemen. Now, for today's proceedings, I simply would like to take you through the contract of sale in Section 32, touch on a few key assets of the property, and finally, and most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, ask for your spirited bidding here today. The contract of sale in Section 32 has been made available from our office for some time now, and as well as been on display for the past half an hour or so. And what we have for your competition here today at today's auction is on the described attached copy of title, Lot 1, Title Plan 250841R, Volume 04219, Folio 719. And of course, Lot 1, Title Plan 707480E, Volume 0712, Folio 719, more regularly known to you and I, ladies and gentlemen, as 90 to 94 Bridge Road here in Richmond. Said contracts do contain the general and special conditions, which include the nomination clause and guarantee clause should you be purchasing on behalf of the company. And the property will be sold as a going concern with the goods to be sold with the land that includes all fixed floor coverings, electric light fittings, any window furnishings, with the exclusion of any goods that do belong to the tenants. The said contracts do contain the certificate of title, which confirms the land size as some 477 square metres, more or less, and does confirm the zoning as Commercial 1 under the City of Yarra Planning Scheme, with subject to a Heritage Overlay number 315 of the Bridge Road Precinct Structure Plan. The property will be sold subject to a lease, ladies and gentlemen, and all relevant documentation has been provided within. Settlement terms today, ladies and gentlemen, is a very standard and just a 10% deposit with balance payable in a very standard 60 to 90 days. Today's auction, ladies and gentlemen, will be sold under the Schedule 1 auction rules, and the rules are as follows, ladies and gentlemen. The auction will be conducted in accordance with any rules and additional conditions that were made available before the start of the auction. The auction rules prevent an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. The vendors have a reserve price. As the auctioneer, I will indicate bidders upon request. The law prohibits false bids, prohibits major disruptions by bidders, prohibits bidders from attempting to prevent others from bidding, and provides fine for such conduct. The rules permit vendor bids. The words I will use to indicate that I'm making a bid on behalf of the vendor are in fact vendor bid. By law, only I as the auctioneer can make a vendor bid. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we do have enough agents here for each one of you to take one home with you, so if you do have any questions during the auction process, you can simply tap them on the shoulder or simply raise your hand and we'll do our best to be able to help you out. But in the meantime, I would just like to open it up for any questions you may have.
Yeah, I've got a question.
Yes, sir.
I'm regarded as a foreign investor or a
Yes,
foreign
sir.
resident.
Yes.
And under the, I think you call it the
The FFIB, the FIRB, yes.
Can I purchase today?
Unfortunately, the auction will be, you'll have to have your authority already agreed to. So unless you have that agreement already done, you will not be able to bid accordingly if you still require a FIRB approval. Does that answer your question, sir? Best of luck with your bidding here today. Any further questions? Yes, sir.
Sorry,
yes.
my brother wanted to buy the property.
Oh, it's a shame. Oh, absolute shame. Typical. Yeah.
Can I bid on his behalf?
You can bid on his behalf, but you will have to sign the personal guarantee clause at the back of the contract of sale. So liability will be on you. But does that certainly help you out here today? Best of luck with your bidding here today. Any further questions, ladies and gentlemen? Well, I didn't think so. Ladies and gentlemen, buyers are continually looking for assets with three key ingredients: security of income and growth, location of the property, and the underlying real estate, ladies and gentlemen. I hate to say it, but this asset certainly warrants that term, and that term is rare. It is thrown around far too liberally these days, but standing in front of you is certainly that. Ladies and gentlemen, what we are offering for you at 90 to 94 Bridge Road here in Richmond is secure income, where of some $166,044 per annum net, with the ability to unlock that 477 square metres of prime real estate in April 2018, given the lease expiry profile of the tenant. Flexible corner allotment, ladies and gentlemen, some 45 square metres to Bridge Road and through Verity Street with 15 metres boasting to Bridge Road. That's a double frontage, ladies and gentlemen. That's very uncommon to find, especially on Bridge Road, given how tight that sort of pocket is. You are here, ladies and gentlemen, because you are hungry for something sensational. You've got a Part 3 level building with 3 large shop fronts to Bridge Road. You've got office space on levels 1 and level 2 with one beautiful little boutique apartment that is just certainly something that'll just keep the coffers flowing. Standing in front of you, ladies and gentlemen, the quality is evident. What you are here is because you are looking for something sensational, like I said before, from a retail perspective and a development perspective, ladies and gentlemen. The exposure that this sort of asset has is evident. It is enormous. What we're offering is 15,000 cars passing here on a regular basis with trams running from the CBD through to the eastern suburbs on a daily basis, further supported by the Jolimont train station, Richmond station. These are all key things you're looking for from an asset, which is given why all of you are here today. Perhaps and more importantly known is the Richmond address. Renowned Australia-wide, ladies and gentlemen. We're boasting access to the CBD, the suburbs, and it is open to a myriad and an enormous amount of entertainment and hospitality offerings. Richmond Station, MCG, Amy Park, Rod Laver Arena, these are all critical things when you're looking for any particular investment. And by word, this is certainly something that you want to be looking at. What you are looking at is 477 square metres of prime cut real estate here, ladies and gentlemen. This is the eye fillet of real estate. This is what you are looking for when you're looking for any particular investment. Secure yourself today a prime position on an important Richmond corner. Let me just repeat that for you. Secure yourself today a prime position on an important Richmond corner. Look around you and the development opportunity that is going on in this area is evident. Precedent has been set for some 7 to 10 levels, and this is where underlying real estate is at its finest. Gillette claim their shavers are the best a man can get, but I beg to differ, ladies and gentlemen. We're in your hands, the quality is evident. Where can I see an opening bid, ladies and gentlemen? Anywhere at all. We've been quoting around that $4.5 to $5 million price range for the entire campaign, so I would like to see something floating in and around that figure. Can we see any bids at all? I'll take an opening start anywhere around that $4.5 to $5 million. We'll maybe start at 4.2 going up to 5. Can we see a bid anywhere at all?
I'll give you 4.5.
4.5. Well, thank you very much for your opening bid. It's always hard these days to try and find an opening bidder, so I certainly welcome you here to the auction, sir. Can we see any further rises from there? We're looking for a $100,000 rise from there. We're at 4.5 with the gentleman on my left. Another 100. We're 4.6, sir, on the right. It's with here. It's against you, sir. Can we see another $100,000 rise anywhere at all, ladies? Sorry, what was that?
50.
Another 50. We're looking at $100,000. Do you want to take us up to 4.7? Are you happy with your 50? I'll take your 50, sir. We're at 4.65. Gentleman here, it's against you. He's been here from the start. Can we see another rise from there? 4.65. Can you take me up to 4.7? We'll take it up to 4.7. Thank you very much, sir. Can we see any further rises? It's with here. It's against you. We're at 7.50 now. Can we see another rise from 4.7? Can we see another rise from 4.8 here? So the gentleman on my right, 4.8. Another 50, sir, from you. With the nod of the head, that's what we want to see. 4.85. Straight back. You want to come in? Certainly not going to forget about the rest of the crowd here. We're at 4.8. Can we see another rise? 4.85. 4.85. We're at 8.5 here. Can we look for another further $50,000 rise? Yeah. 8.50. Thank you very much. 8.50. Straight back at 4.9. Straight back at 4.9. There we are. Coming back into it. You want to come up to 950, or do you want to just come up to $5 million? You want to take us up to that round figure? Well, sir, if we do be passing the property in, he will have exclusive rights to be dealing with the vendor. Is that something that you're going to be willing to give up? And I don't think so. We're at 4.9. Can we see a further rise from there? We're at 4.9 with the gentleman on my right here. Another 50, 4.95. Anywhere at all further? Any further rises there? We're rounding up to $5 million. We're at 4.95. Up to $5 million. Thank you very much, sir. This is certainly what we're after. You're looking at 477 square metres of prime cut real estate, ladies and gentlemen. We're at $5 million to the gentleman on the left. Can we see another rise anywhere at all? Another 20. We're at $5 million, 20. $20,000 to a fresh new bidder at the back. I saw you from the inspection. You're certainly going to be here from the entire process. The inquiry levels that this property's been having, there should be a flurry of hands at this stage of the auction. We're at $5 million and 20 to the person on my right. Can we see another rise of 20 from there? Or you want to take me up to 5.1? Another 20. We'll take my 20. So we're 5 million 40. Another 20. 5 million 60. Sir, we're at 5 million 60, 5 million 80. Thank you very much. 5 million 80 to the sir. It's against you. It's against you. It's with him at 5 million 80. If I do be knocking the property down, it will be to him. 5 million 80 once. Twice, third and final call. 5,080,000. Are we seeing any further bids? So you've been with me the entire way. Another 20. We're at 5.1 now. We're at 5.1. Can we see any further rise from there? We're at 5.1. Do you want to take that 20 again, sir? We're at 5.1. Can we see another rise to 5,001,200? We're at 5.1. Can we see another 20 anywhere at all, sir? Once at 5.1. Twice, third and final call. 5,100,000. Sir, it's with him. Are you going to let him walk away with the keys and have that exclusive right? Sir?
Sorry, the bid was right.
It's with the gentleman.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, we're at 5.1 here. Can we see another rise? You want to take me up to 5.12? Take me up to 5.12. You've been with me the entire process. What we're here is we've been talking about it from the start. This is prime real estate. You're getting 15 metres of frontage to Bridge Road, and this is what this gentleman at the back here is going to be taking us up to. We're at $5.1 million, and we're going to be taking we're looking for another $20,000 rise anywhere at all. We're at $5.1 million once, at $5.1 million twice, third and final call, $5,100,000. Ladies and gentlemen, they certainly can't be doing it at this sort of levels. I'm not quite there ready to knock the property down, but can we see any further rises anywhere at all? You've been within the entire process. You've been within the entire process. I do open it up to the rest of the market, but at $5.1 million to the gentleman at the back, I just can't knock it down yet. I just can't do it, ladies and gentlemen. This is certainly something that I want to be knocking the property down. The quality is evident. Look at that frontage. This is certainly something that is hard to find, especially in that Richmond precinct. We're at $5.1 million. Can we see another $20,000 rise from you, sir? We see another $20,000 rise from you, sir. You've been with the entire process, and I wouldn't want to forget about you from the start. $5.1 million. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I will be exercising my right for a vendor bid, and I will be taking the bidding up to 5.15. We're at 5.15, and the bid is with me, and it is against the rest of you. I would like to see another $20,000 rise from 5.15. Anywhere at all. We're at 5. Give me another 5. Can you want to take me up to another 10? We're at 5.5, 1.155. Ladies and gentlemen, can we see further another 5 from anywhere at all? We're at 5.15, $155,000. You want to take me up to 5.16? 5.16 straight away, straight back into it. 6.5. 6.5, sir, straight away to the 70? Straight away to 70? Straight away to 70 with a nod of the head. That's what we like to see. 75.
Give me 25.
Give me 25. We're at 5 million and we're at $5,175,000. Can we see any further rises from there? We're at $5,175,000. Can we see any further rises from there? $5,175,000. Once, twice, third and final call. Another 25. We're at $5,195,000. And ladies and gentlemen, this is certainly something that we're going to be looking to knock down the property today. Can we see any further rises from there? We're at $5,195,000. Another $5,000 from you. Thank you with a nod of the head. 1.2. We're at 5.2 now. We're at 5.2. Can we see any further rise from there? We're at 5.21. Can we see any further rise from 5.21? Once. Sorry, what was that? Another 10. We're at 5.23. Is that $10,000 rise? We're at 5.24. 5.24 straight away. Sorry, his bid was first. 5.25. 5.25. Straight back to 5.26. 5.26. We're at $5,260,000. 260, 270, 280, 290. Round me up to 300. Another 5. 285,000. 5,285,000. Once, twice, third and final call. I will be knocking the property down. The property is on the market, ladies and gentlemen. The keys are in his hand. We will be knocking the property down. Can we see any further? Sorry? 5. And then, okay, so we're at 5 million to $5,265,000. Can we see any further right? Sorry? Sorry, what was that? Sorry, yes, it was, sir. Sorry, we are right at $5,295,000. Bid came in here first. We're at 5.3. If we see another further rise from there, we're at 5.3 now. Once at $5.3 million. Twice at $5.3 million. Third and final call at $5.3 million. I will be knocking the property down. The property is going, sold. Congratulations. Congratulations to the purchaser, commiserations to the underbidders. Thank you for attending another successful JLL auction. All the best with your travels home, ladies and gentlemen.